Hi, welcome to the Stitch Bird's Nest. My name's Rachel and this is my little corner of the internet where I share my love of cross stitch, embroidery and a bit of sewing along the way. It has been a real month, and every month I come on and I share my love of all these things. I always seem to have a few issues, and today it's this nice light reflection that I'm getting in my glasses. So I might have to take off my new glasses just to if it becomes too much, so excuse that, but it always seems to be something. But anyway, this so I've got some WIPs to share. I've got some new starts, and I've got some finished objects, some fully finished objects, some new plans, and some haul, because oh my gosh, it's been about a month since I was on here, and there's been a retreat, a friend moving overseas who was, oh Judy, you're such a wonderful fabric and pattern collector, and now you're sharing your wealth with us now that you're moving. Also a quilt symposium, and so many things that have meant so much shopping. And there's been yeah, just so much going on. So the haul has been immense. Yeah, they talk about like you know, having a stash that will like outlast your lifetime, and I think I'm getting there. So, but you know, I like to be able to at least go to my stash and just shop from it, and I can definitely do that. So I take my glasses off so I'm not distracted by that reflection. That's starting to bug me already. But I've had glasses for a really long time actually, but I'm just one of those people who I don't need them for a lot of things, but in the last little while I've needed them for more and more, and so I'm coming to that realization that maybe now's the time I actually do need to start wearing them all the time. But so be it. I'm actually quite liking it now that I've been wearing them for maybe a month. I'm really loving that. So yeah. Anyway, oh, I didn't say at the beginning, Flosstube number 9. I started at the beginning of this year. I'm up to number 9, and yeah, it's, oh, I just love the community. It's so fun, like seeing what everyone is up to, and just, yeah, it keeps you motivated. So good. My first WIP is Changing Seasons by Fox and Rabbit Designs. I'll put a picture up of the finished item. So this was the 2022 mystery sampler, and I almost scrapped this one entirely. I did the center motif and nearly like unpicked it the following year because I was just like, I hate it. And then I found a new love for it and have done tons. In the last few months it's really fallen off, but it's kind of getting there again. So actually no, it's not. So I won't put up a picture of where I was up to last month because I can just stick my hand over it. So this is where I was up to, and this is the little bit, that's the little bit I've done in the last month. So not much. I'm feeling a bit stressed. Life is going through some changes. I'm not going to go into it here, but needless to say, I have decided that I'm only stitching what gives me like joy at that moment. At the moment I'm just like looking at all my stitching and just picking it up, whatever gives me joy. I've sort of, for the rest of the year, I'm just gonna do that, you know. I've dropped off all my this many per month or a section a month stuff. I'm gonna pick it up in January because yeah, sometimes life gets a bit hard, and it's you just gotta flow with it, eh? So that's what I'm doing. And you know, like so many of you, I'm sure, you know, we're so lucky to have something that gives us like real solace. Oh, I didn't say, for those who are interested, so that's on a 20, it's a 32 count actually, linen, even weave, sorry. I couldn't tell you what though, because when I did it, I wasn't interested in all the details of what I stitched it on. It was just white. And it's a 890, which is like a lovely green, and then also just a bit of 310 accenting it. So all through it's 890 and then a little bit of 310 accenting. So yeah. So that is changing seasons, and that'll be well done next year. But for now, not so much. This is one that's been giving me immense joy. And when you see it, you will understand why it's giving me so much joy, because the colours are just popping. So it is Tiny Modernist Stitchy Goddess. This is the completed piece up here. And this is, if I've got a piece of where I was up to, I'll pop it up here, but I'm not sure if I do or not. I'm really bad at that. I need to improve. Anyway, this is where I'm at now. So I had a point where I couldn't do much except fill-in work, so I did a big chunk of fill-in work, and then I started on her hair, which I'm loving. That has given me so much joy. That gorgeous hair and the flowers. Yeah, that's just given me such a buzz, doing that red on blue. There's nothing I love more than a contrast. Oh, contrast or a clash even, you know, that red on blue is just buzzing me. So I am loving her. She's so pretty. So I always wanted to be the girl with the gorgeous long red hair when I was younger. I'm sure there's a lot of redheads out there who didn't want it when they were younger too. But yeah, so I love her so much. She's so pretty. I'm enjoying her so much. So yeah, she's a real joy piece for me at the moment. Oh, and I'm sure you noticed, and I'm sure other people out there love flamingo toes needle minders. I've only got two. One of them is a piece of haul that I got. I only got one of the shop ones, which is this one. I really want some more of the little shop ones though. They're so cute. Okay. Number 3. This is a biggie. This is an embroidery piece that I have been working on, oh my gosh, since March. And it is a class I did with Marie Talbot. And it is the bookbinding class. I'll pop a picture up here of the finished piece. What an intense piece this has been. If you've been following along with me, you will have seen my many hours of work that have gone into this, and just how long it has all taken me, because whoa, you know, like the pieces are so small. So I did a finishing class with Marie, and I intended to have all of my pieces 100% finished in order to do the actual binding to make the book. I didn't quite get there. I had one cover and the spine done, which is all I needed to have done in order to be taught how to do the binding, because you do it on a sample book, and the lacing. So I didn't finish one of my covers, which is this one, but you can see like I did finish all the embroidery and a lot of the gold work. The gold work in the middle is finished, but I didn't finish the outside and all the pearls, but I was close. So my goal now is, I was going to do this bit on my own and finish the book binding on my own, but it was actually really tough class, and she's coming back in March to see our guild, and because we're allowed to, if we want, just go back in March and join that class, I'm just going to do that because, like I said, life is stressful at the moment, and I could do with another lesson because I really struggled with the book binding. I'll show you it in a minute. Oh geez. So that's where that piece is at. I'll show you the pieces that I've already got laced and ready to go. You're gonna just check this out. Holy heck. So this is how you do the lacing, okay? So I took the piece of the embroidered cover. This is the one I've done that is upside down with all the sequins and the pearls and the beads. Isn't it just, oh, I mean, look at that sparkle. I just think of Katie Strachan and that sparkle because she's the sparkle queen. But yeah, that and all these pins to hold it onto the board, and then this amazing stuff that's actually like meant to be like a food cover stuff, almost like glad wrap, but it's like a wax paper. But one of our ladies found it, and now we're using it to cover our pins so our needles don't get stuck on it when we lace the back. Like, she's a genius. So I don't know how easy that is to see, but we'll lace that. So we lace the back nice and tight so that it's all ready to go to be sewn together as a book. And here is the spine. I mean, so, and I've got my initials down there in 2024, which is close enough. If I finish it in March 2025, it's close enough. So those two are ready to go. And before she comes back in March, I'm going to have the other side the same, ready to go. This was like our little practice binding. And we did Coptic binding, I think. Coptic binding. I'll show you the spine. Is it gonna... Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, right? Wait for this. When I open the pages up, look at those gaps. Like, and then, I don't know if you can see that, it is wobbling all over the place. And this is the practice one. And then we were meant to move straight on to the actual book we make to go inside these covers. Man, I struggled. Like, she's such a good tutor. She really is. And she spent tons of time helping me and supporting me, as well as the rest of the class. Like, there is no sort of criticism to her ability to teach, because hands down, I think she was so patient and amazing. But it was just tough. It's a tough class. And yeah, like, there was a lot to take in and a lot to get through in the class. And whew, it's going to be an heirloom piece when it's done. You know, if my family doesn't hand it down through the generations, I'm coming back to haunt them, because my gosh, you know, like, it better end up in a museum, or like my family better be like cherishing it as an heirloom, you know. Otherwise there's going to be some reckoning, because yeah, that is one serious piece. So yeah, so I'm really pleased with that. But yeah, all right, next piece, less challenging, is Gingerbread Village Stitch Along that I've been doing, Victoria Samplers. This is the gingerbread tree etui, and I've been working on this piece here. So I'll pop a picture up of the finished etui. Now, I would like to say there is meant to be 4 sides of this tree done. Do you see that this is one side of the tree that isn't quite finished? It's just had to go in the too hard basket this year. You know, when life gives you lemons, you stitch one side of the 4-sided tree and you decide that you're going to do the other 3 next year. So anyway, I'm really pleased with what I've done on that, and I'm going to finish that side off and call it done. And then my friend who's showing off my embarrassing frayed edge, and then I've got a friend who has done all of hers, and I'm gonna do a little video with her of how it's all put together, so that people can see how we assemble it, in case anyone's interested. So yeah, I'll be doing that, and that should be pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, it's a fun bit to make, but it was a little more intensive than I kind of realized. And again, you never know what life's going to bring, really, do you? So yeah, gingerbread etui tree. Oh, the Be Contained by Betsy Morgan from the book Willing Hands 2. Oh, I just love this. I love this. But if I can insert a picture here, I will show you the big butt of this. I don't understand how they needed like massively blown up versions of this pattern. I had to take it into a actual print shop and get them to blow it up properly and print it, because I tried to blow it up and print it from home, and even that, like, the clarity wasn't enough because this was tiny. I mean, this is a 2/2 embroidery, and they're doing like quarter stitches, you know, and it is so small that you just can't even see on the pattern what you're supposed to be doing. So that really halted me on this. But now that I am moving, I have put in 3 little beehives, which are adorable. Very adorable. I'm still terrified to do the wasps because there's a lot of quarter stitches in those. So they're going to be real small. But I think that's just a daytime job that I need to do, not a nighttime one. And most of my stitching is done at nighttime. So I need to sit down in the daytime and stitch in the little, not wasps, they'll be bees because they're beehives, aren't they? The little bees that will be sitting on top of the beehives, because yeah, they're just so little, and lots of quarter stitches. So yeah, but from previous videos you'll probably remember that this is the fabric I dyed with onion skins, and it is holding up so nicely. It's just got that beautiful mottled yellow, which is not showing up quite as bright as it is in real life, as it were. So, but yeah, The Be Contained by Betsy Morgan. Right, and I'm just going to have to pause there for a bit, and I will be right back. Okay, so we are back, and the next thing I've got to show you is White Winter Moth by Kathy Barrick. And this is on some 32 count. Oh, this fabric's so nice. It's a linen fabrics by Stephanie, and it is what is it called? Winter Wishes. So here is where I am up to. A bit hard to see. There's something behind that, maybe. I'll have to get one of those snazzy boards other people have organised so that you guys can see it. But yeah, it's a really nice kind of stone grey kind of blue colour. It's not really feeling like my thing though, just because it's quite yeah, that's better. It's really neutral. I really like my colour, so I'm feeling like it needs a bit of a pop in it. Yeah, I don't know how to get that, so I'm enjoying the geometric and the shapes and everything, but I feel like it needs a bit of a kick. So I may still try and do something to get that yet. I don't know. But oh my gosh, this fabric's by Stephanie. Stephanie, your linens so soft, and that gorgeous mottling. Oh my gosh, I love that. So soft. Yeah, Just can't rave on enough about how lovely that feels. You know you're working with a really nice quality when you get that really nice hand feel. Oh, I wish my sheets felt like that. So good. Right. Flo, the fairy tune penguin from the Inspirations magazine. Just done a little bit more on this one. So here she is. If you remember, or if you've been here before, you'll remember, but otherwise. So I printed this out onto some Solvay. So this will, I'm stitching on the top of it, and then this will wash away when I'm done. So I did all this blue stitching in here since last time. Just using what I have in stash. With this blue, using this beautiful variegated that I have. The Karen water lilies. I just had some of that I picked up off a Guild's de-stash table of all places, and then yeah, put this beautiful blue in. So that's all I've done this time, but I take this to my kids' parkour class that they do for an hour, and I sit there and listen to trashy Am I the A-hole videos on Facebook, and do some stitching that doesn't require much attention, and this is it. So I'll be doing this on Thursday, which will be cool. And when it's all made up, as you can see in the picture, it makes a really cute little doorstop. I'm not sure I'm going to use it as a doorstop, but maybe, you know, pretty cute though. So that is Flo, the fairy tune. What else? Make sure I've got my list here. That actually trying to organize my brain, always an interesting thing. Okay, this is a class I did with Heather Constantine. So I'm in New Zealand, and I'm part of the Waikato Embroiderers Guild, and we have a regional retreat every year called Stitch Tui, and one of the classes I did last year for that was called Hapsburg Lace, and with Heather Constantine, and she did like it's a etui, like a roll. I can't put up a picture because it was done pretty much as a white work, and it just didn't photograph very well. So yeah, but I am almost getting there. There's still quite a bit to do, but I've done tons. So in the original pattern, there was actually 3 of these, and then this bit again. I'm changing the pattern to suit me because it was an etui roll, and I've decided I'm going to make a zippered pouch out of it. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm repeating this. And then I'm kind of going to do this checkered pattern, this section here, and then I'm going to fold it in half and make it into a zippered pouch. I hope. This is what I hope is going to work. And try and use this a little bit like an envelope flap. So that's what I'm hoping. And then I've got to do this like little daisy edge still down each side. So that's what I'm hoping is going to work. So it's not a lot of stitching to go on it, but just to work out the how of putting it together will be kind of tricky, but it's really pretty. I used a really nice thread on it. Oh gee, trying to remember it. I know it's called Jacaranda, and it's ooh, I might have to pop the name in actually because I haven't brought it over here with me. Oh, Gumnuts. It's Gumnuts Jacaranda. And then a DMC just plain Pearl 8 blue to match with it because I didn't have enough basically of the Gumnuts Jacaranda. So yeah, so that's looking really good. It's going to be really nice when it's done. Okay. We're almost up with the whips. Oh my gosh, so many now. Okay, where should we go? Finishes or new starts? Let's go on to a finish. A finish. 2x2 nature stitch. Been plodding away at this one for a while, and here we go. It is done. So there she is, all finished with those beautiful fireflies. She is done. I haven't yet worked out how she is going to be framed. I think a round black frame would actually look really nice, or a black a round black frame setting would be really nice, but I just haven't found something like that yet. Even a black hoop might work if I painted a hoop black, but yeah, I haven't worked it out yet. But there she is, all done. And that is by 1000s Patterns on Etsy. Yeah, she is a beauty. I've been working on her all year. Finally done. Right, and then we'll jump to a new start. With that finish, a new start had to happen. So it had to happen. I've been watching other YouTubers and having so much envy over not the ghost, but yes, the ghost, the Quacker sampler. So there is my duck. The Quacker sampler from, is it Star Parade Designs? Hang on, the Quacker sampler by Star Parade Designs on Etsy. Affectionately being called on YouTube the Quackalong. There she is. And I'm using the called for linen, which, well, actually not the called for, but the test, oh, what do you call it? The example that they put on Etsy was stitched in this, and it's the, oh my gosh, where's my brain, honestly? It is the Blue Spruce 32 count Belfast linen, and it is a beauty. Like, you're not getting the full effect of that sunlight. Let me just see if I can, there we go, that's better. Oh, there we go, that's better. There, yeah, that's more true to colour. It is so gorgeous. Yeah, it's really lovely, and we can't not talk about that little ghost thread minder, can we? So yeah, I do have a bit of haul from Craft Emily coming up, and I got a free ghost thread minder that came with it, and that is it. And oh my gosh, look how cute she is. It's even like opalescent. It's amazing, and the duck is amazing. It's all amazing. I love it. So yeah, a good start. I'm just going to take the Quack along. I'm just going to do a bit at a time. For now, I've done a duck. I'm going to move on to something else tonight. It's all about joy stitching. All about joy stitching. And that ghost is just perfect. I just love looking at it. So good. So good. And I want to make a new project bag to go with this one as well. And I really think it needs to be duck fabric, but I can't don't have any duck fabric that looks appropriate, because I want it to be really cute duck fabric. So I thought I might have a look at Spotlight and see what I can get. So that is the Quacker sampler by Star Prey Designs. Amazing. And let's see, another new start. Actually, hold that thought. I have another new start, and I don't have it here. Hold on a moment. Okay, so I did 2 classes since I saw you last, and they were one was done through our guild, and that was with Helen Pierce from the Coromandel Guild in New Zealand, and that was the orb class. So I'll just hold up a picture of the orb. So this is what the finished orb will look like, and we do like a cardboard template to show how it all goes together, which is super funky, just to give us a guide of 1, how to put it together, and 2, later when we go to put it together we can pull this apart and remind ourselves. So it looks mega complicated, but it actually isn't. This is like genius how the lady did this. So clever. So this is a piece of the orb that I'm stitching on. So you stitch it in 3 strips. So this is one of the strips here, and I've got 2 others, and they all have different patterns and stuff on them and things. And then it's sort of a combination of how you stitch the fabrics, which stitch the strips, which gives you that look of movement when there actually isn't any, and also you sort of stitch them into circles and then interlink them. Yeah, I sort of won't go into too much detail, because obviously this is this lady's pattern. I don't want to give away her secrets, but it's not as complicated as it looks, and it all interlinks beautifully, and it's a really solid thing. No glue, no sellotape, just links together. The only piece of stitching will basically be the last link that goes in. So genius, can't wait to have this finished. So yeah, and really nice easy stitching. So it's like a canvas stitching, so it's just like round and around and around in different directions, you know, so my kind of thing. Yeah, so that's the orb by Helen Pierce, and such a good class, so fun. So that is that. So that's one of my new starts. The other new start I had was at the Stitch to E retreat, and that is the Sunflower by Fiona Crowther Aker. So this was her class here, and this is done in wool embroidery, and also some metal threads in there. I'm sort of partway through, as you can see. Just trying to get those layers in, to get those petals, to give those petals some depth. And I've done most of my dragonfly and one of my leaves. So yeah, it just takes a bit of takes quite a bit of time to get all those petals in, but it is wool, so they do fill up fairly quickly. Yeah, so that's going well as well, and she's a really interesting tutor. She's got a lot of cool stories and lots to say and stuff like that. So Stitch to is so good for new classes and things to learn, and you know, catch up with everyone. It's awesome. So that was good too. And what are we up to? My whips. What else have I got? My haul. New start. Okay. So haul. I've got a few books. So I'll show you this one straight in front of me because this is really nice. I've wanted this book for a long time, and I got it out of the guild to borrow it for an extended period, and I just thought I just have to buy it because it's just so amazing. So this is Animal Embroidery Workbook by Jessica Long, and I mean it is so cute and just like really good instructions and great sort of diagrams and pictures and on like how to do everything. And yeah, I feel like this would be a really practical workbook, you know. And she's got a whole chapter on easy beginner stuff as well for those who are interested, just outline pictures of animals and things like that. So yeah, it's really beautiful. It's got a really nice bird one. Oh, this is one of my favorites, the red panda. She's got a really nice bird one in here, which I'd like to try and tackle for my parents at some point. It's a bit intimidating, but I think my mum and dad really like that. So yeah, awesome book, love that. And then I was working on the Be Contained etui, and again I thought it's probably just time I bought my own book because I'm using the guild one so much. So yeah, I got my own version, my own Willing Hands book, so I could take the guild one back because I'm going to be borrowing it for other stuff. And there I can totally see that. So I was like, yeah, I just need to buy my own copy. It's getting out of hand. So yeah. Now where is it? Oh, I've buried it. Oh, there it is. So after having some serious envy at Stitch Tui and seeing one of friend's gorgeous Craft Emily needleminder, I was like, I need my own Craft Emily needleminder. So I splurged and bought myself one because I've been wanting one for ages. And so I got myself this one here, this Dragon's Eye one. And can you see the glitter? So sparkly. So sparkly. So yeah, I was like, I'm just going to get myself one. Just one. I love it. It's kind of a orangey brown, I suppose. It's so pretty. I love that. And then I got that free ghost one with it. Oh my gosh. It's so nice. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And then I mentioned I had a friend going overseas and she was selling up a whole lot of her fabrics and stuff. Let's just say I'm giving you the highlights reel because I was just like, no, I can't. I just, yeah, there was too many fabrics to work out which ones I've just bought, etc., and bring them all out. So I thought I'll just show some of them. So this is a 25 count pink and purple. It's really nice. This is Frog and Tink. You can see that colour. This is an opalescent. Look at that. Can you see that? Like it's pink and yellow. Oh my gosh. That's very, get out of it. It's very sparkly. I don't have a lot of these kind of mottled colours, so, and this one I just loved. This is called Fuchsia. So I bought a whole lot of like the mottled ones and the opalescents, things I haven't used in the past, so that's really new to my sort of new to my stash, as it were. So yeah, I was kind of like, yeah, this is all new stuff for me. Yeah, so is there anything else? Oh, we haven't been watching as much Flosstube lately. I haven't had the time, but Three Gremlins, always my favorite. Just watched the latest one. Loving the Got the Morbs Stitch. I'm loving that. I'm loving the I think it's the Widow Frog or Widow Toad that they've just no oh yeah that they've just stitched. But it's just so quirky. I really love that one. And I've been watching Lindy Stitches because, of course, the Jingle Ball is coming up in December, and I've been thinking about, do I get involved in that? That kind of seems like something that might be a bit of fun and a bit of diversion, which is always good. And who else have I been watching? Not a lot else, actually. Occasionally watch the Tattooed Stitcher if I get time. At Crafty Emily, watching a bit of Crafty Emily, try and catch up with her. And yeah, there's so many good ones out there, but you've just got to have the time, right? Yeah, but I've just realised that I have a fully finished object and it's hanging on the wall over there, and I haven't shown you, so hold right there. And here she is. My Bothy Threads kit mouse from a Hannah Dale picture. So I've wrapped a hoop with a bit of pink ribbon and a bit of white lace, you can kind of see, and then I put a green and white kind of twine to tie it, and it is done. And it's just super cute. I'm hanging it up above on my stitchy wall, and I just love seeing it up there. It makes me super happy. So yeah, so that is it for me today, for the next few weeks at least. My plans coming up are December's coming. I do have an advent box this year that I've got from the Orderly Stitching, a New Zealand company. They do a little an advent box, and I splurged this year and got it for myself, and I'm really glad I did, because as it's turned out, it's going to be really, really well enjoyed. It's good timing. And then I've got I do have a big project coming, one that I actually got to start on my birthday, but that didn't happen. And I'm super, super excited, and I'm going to actually be starting my first long dog, and that is going to be pandemic. And I've been wanting to do this for ages. I've just turned 45, and I worked out that if I do 200 stitches a month, which is nothing, as long as I do that much, I'll probably do a lot more some months, and maybe some months I won't even get to it, who knows. But as long as I do, on average, 200 a month, I will have it finished by the time I'm 50. So more than doable. Just gives me a ballpark figure to work with. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I have bought some gorgeous silks for you, which I also forgot to show you, but I've interrupted the video so much, I'm just gonna show you next time. So yeah, that's pretty exciting, and I'll hopefully be working on that by the time you see me next. I'm also going to be working on some of these cute ornaments for my kids for their advent calendars, little gifts for their advent calendars. I'm going to stitch up one each, and then I need to turn my attention to Christmas gifts, which may be stitched or sewn, but I always like to do something. And then it's whether I do cardinal kin. I like to stitch on something Christmassy in December, or whether I stitch Dear Santa for Christmas, I want shiny things. One of those will be my December kind of it's Christmas, let's stitch kind of thing. So those are my plans. That's what I'll be up to for the next month. And yeah, I will see you in December, and hopefully not in a month's time, hopefully a little bit earlier, so that I can show you what I'm up to and show you what comes out in this advent calendar. So that should be pretty exciting. So see you then.